He's still like an afterthought compared to somebody like Matt Riddle. I hate to say it.
In the corner to my left, from London, England, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Governor, Martin Stone! His opponent in the corner to my right, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the King of Bros, Matt Riddle!
And as you were saying before our ring introductions there, you're absolutely right. That's got to eat away at Martin Stone. Somebody who's been grinding away at this craft for so long. To see a natural like Matthew Riddle come in after a successful MMA career and rise to the level that he's rose to. Yeah. Martin Stone wants to cut him down a couple notches.
Let me ask you, though. You know, I feel like you've taken a somewhat similar trajectory as Martin Stone. At least I think it's easier to compare your career to Martin Stone than would be to Matt Riddle.
Right.
Nobody can compare to Matt Riddle. But what do you think of that approach where it's just like put your nose to the ground, grind it out, and hope that the right opportunities come along? Do you believe in creating your own destiny in pro wrestling, or?
I mean, you have to. But like you said, I mean, I agree with Martin Stone's approach. The guy's just a great wrestler. And it's every time he gets in there, he fights his heart out.
It's 2017, okay? The click of a button, you can watch any wrestling from anywhere all over the world.
Yep.
Is being a good wrestler good enough?
Well, if it wins you matches and you find success, then it is. And I mean, Martin Stone, you heard the reaction when he came out. You know, he's earned the respect of everybody here through wrestling and just through competing. And I think that's saying something. You know, Matthew Riddle, he's absolutely got where he is because of his skills, but he also has that intangible, you know. They come out, they want to yell, bro. They love the character of him. And, yeah, Martin Stone's a guy where he may not have that natural kind of lovable charisma, but he's in there to take your head off, and he's in there to win. That's exactly what he's going to try to do here. Yeah, a smart move there from Martin Stone.
Yeah, I mean, he's a veteran. He's about 36 years of age, I believe. He's been all these guys that come over from UK and Europe, they start them when they're kids because I guess there's no, like, worry of liabilities or getting, like, sued. Like, oh, you broke my 12-year-old's neck. I do think that if it comes to scientific, traditional, professional wrestling, I do think that Stone is going to have an advantage over Riddle. But Riddle, he's just not a normal athlete.
Yeah.
He's a once-in-a-lifetime athlete.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have more tricks up his sleeve, so to speak, when it comes to a professional wrestling contest. But, I mean, Matthew Riddle, he's been wrestling all his life. You know, he's somewhat new to the world of professional wrestling, but the guy's a very successful amateur wrestler and obviously a very successful mixed martial artist. So,
well, you can parlay that skill set to different arenas in combat sports,
yep.
But pro wrestling's different than amateur wrestling. Amateur wrestling's different than MMA.
Yep.
I like the pro wrestling. I'm obsessed with wrestling. This is, honestly, coming into this weekend is probably the most I've ever liked pro wrestling.
And that's saying something.
I'm excited to see this one. I love what we're doing with Beyond Wrestling. Can't say it enough. Like, the amount of support that we've had in 2017, it's just like every single show, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And, you know, Beyond Wrestling in a lot of ways is similar to Martin Stone, the approach that we've taken. It's slow and steady, hopefully wins the race.
Right. And Martin Stone on top of the cover here. And keeping control right away, going to the hand of Matthew Riddle.
Can't say I don't get a little jealous of the Matt Riddle type style.
Oh,
I'm only human.
It's only natural.
Who wouldn't want what this guy has? Everywhere. He travels the world now on other people's dimes.
Yeah.
Kicking ass everywhere he goes.
But for somebody like me and for somebody like Martin Stone, that just makes you want to get in there and prove yourself against them even more.
So that motivates you.
Absolutely.
That motivates you.
Yeah.
That would make me want to quit.
And look, Martin Stone, as I said, tricks up his sleeve. Going to the bare feet of Riddle and just trying to rip a toe off, take a toe home with him.
Martin Stone, last two matches in Beyond Wrestling, coming up short against David Starr, coming up short against Zack Sabre Jr. Two matches you should go out of your way, should seek him out. You should probably watch all. If you're just watching Beyond Wrestling now, you should probably always watch Beyond Wrestling. But Martin Stone is a really, really, really good wrestler. But he wants to get things on track too. He knows that if he wants the main event matches, he's got to start picking up some wins. It's one thing to be a fan favorite, and it's another to be somebody that can be on the posters, that can say that they're one of the aces of Beyond Wrestling.
Right. Yep, yeah, that's right. You can. Some guys can get by on their charisma and just by everybody knowing their name. But the one thing that's really going to make you undeniable is winning. There's no excuse not to come back if you've been winning every single time.
Right.
So that's the track that Martin Stone's trying to get on.
Right. Who doesn't love Johnny Cockstrong? Doesn't mean he's on every show. Doesn't mean he's getting paid every single weekend to be a pro wrestler the way that Matt Riddle is. And if you're Martin Stone, if you want, and that's the biggest difference to me. If you're one of these guys that really wants to make a career out of it, you know that you've got a limited window. You know that your body's not going to hold up forever. You want to make as much money as you can, as quick as you can, because that's what's going to afford you the opportunities to say, you know what? I'm the one that's calling the shots, as opposed to, oh shoot, this opportunity just opened up. Can we slide you in from the sidelines? And that might not be something that you're prepared for. Matt Riddle's a shot caller. That's what Martin Stone wants to be.
Yep. And when you're Matt Riddle, he's got to be getting used to that now. Everybody's out for that guy's spot,
When you're that guy, every single match you have, because you're not the champion every promotion. If you wrestle for Beyond Wrestling, you might not even, where you don't even have championships. But when you're that guy, when you're the guy, every single match you have is guys that want that spot, that want to test themselves against you. Yep. It sucks being in that spot, man. Riddle's lucky he hasn't gotten hurt yet.
Yeah.
This guy has to go full throttle every single night with opponents the caliber of Martin Stone.
Look at Stone here, the advantage in the striking.
Oh, but Riddle. And that's what Riddle, even though he's a rookie, you start to see flashes of veteran brilliance from him. Oh, man.
Wow.
The powerbomb flipping him through and the knee. What a combo. Where does this guy come up with this stuff?
He's got to get on top, though. Yeah, that's where somebody, a veteran like Martin Stone, he might have had the wherewithal to scramble for that cover right after that combination and then gather yourself afterwards if the man kicks out. Whereas Riddle, great combination, hard powerbomb, flipped him over, knee to the face. Then there were those couple seconds where he was gathering himself before he tried to capitalize.
But how many guys are strong enough to powerbomb your opponent, lift him up and flip him over? How many guys have the striking acumen to know exactly where to plant that knee? Those are combinations that you only see from somebody like Matt Riddle because he's got a skill set onto his own,
Oh, ho, ho.
Stone's got a lot of heart, though. Not that Riddle doesn't, but that's maybe his biggest attribute coming to this match. So the pop-up powerbomb and a knee of his own. He's learning on the fly. Making me look like a fool. Now he's looking at those little yellow birds that circle around your head because he just got knocked out.
Both men down on the mat there. We saw a nice flurry out of Martin Stone. Nothing wakes you up quite like being slapped in the face in front of a couple hundred people.
The referee getting close to a draw.
Yep.
Stone's up.
Stone's up first.
Very telling, though, using the ropes. A lot of damage has been done so far. Right back to a pissing contest, though.
And yeah, you don't want to get that close to a striker like Riddle there.
You think Riddle's a better striker than Martin Stone?
I mean, it's different techniques. It's different techniques. Riddle's he's got that MMA striking, but but Stone's used to this. He's used to just standing toe to toe and clubbing at each other.
Riddle got the better of that exchange. Stone's trying to cover up as best as he can.
Uh-oh, Riddle going corner to corner. Wow, look at that. Stone very durable to put the brakes on after all those strikes.
Exploder. Bro to sleep on him. Big German suplex. Great back and forth action.
Yeah.
These guys a little bit more evenly matched than what I would have expected. I guess I would have expected more of a styles contrast. We really see them going toe to toe.
Yeah, they're matching each other move for move. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But the Bro up on top once again. But we see this out of Martin Stone a lot. He's just such a slugger and such a brawler that he's so resilient. Like he'll try to have his man get punched out, punch themselves out, and lure them into these exchanges, these like bar fights, so to speak.
Another big knee though. Can't eat too many of those.
Yeah, I mean, look at the body language of Stone there, face down on the mat.
He could be playing possum.
Oh, you might be right.
Now for that cripple crossface.
Right, using that gourd buster style throw just to get Riddle down on his stomach so that he can slap on this crossface.
He's a master of that hold. Is Riddle going to be forced to tap out? First real submission attempt.
Riddle breaking the plane of the bottom rope there.
Didn't have a
Referee having to
counter.
Split him up. Stone taking a second to think what he's got to do there. Tries to lock him up for a suplex. Riddle throwing even more elbows. Teeps him to the ropes. Oh, but Stone coming right back with a lariat.
Stone might have him right here.
Yeah. Stone with the wherewithal to use that momentum to his advantage.
Stone's starting to get frustrated here. Can't lose sight of the task at hand. Stay focused. Right now you're winning. Oh, it ain't scored on points. You still got to pin your opponent, but right now Martin Stone is winning. Rolls Riddle away from the ropes. Drove him down.
Whoa.
You can just never count the Bro out. Targeting the chest. Missing with that big kick to the head. Stone stepping over.
Whoa!
Oh! Rolling him through. He's got him stacked. Right into the crossface. Stone's going to pull it off here.
Yep, he felt he didn't have him on the pinning combination. Rolled him right through, kept control. He's got the crossface. This could be it. Riddle trying to work his way up to his feet.
Might be thinking tombstone. Oh, jumping with it. Stone rocking the back of his head.
Whoa. Uh-oh, Riddle.
He's trying to get that Bro mission on that
elbows,
twister,
yeah.
right?
Oh, he's got it on pretty much perfectly. That's going to do it.
Instantly. What a match.
Just an absolute fight.
Awesome match. I assume anybody checking out this show probably familiar with the work of Matt Riddle. You really got to dig deep, though. You got to check out the last few months of Martin Stone's work here in Beyond Wrestling. Started at Bye Bye Beautiful, continued to Far Beyond Wrestling. He wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. at Apocalypse Dudes. His match with David Starr at Unprofessional. All of those events available at Powerbomb TV. Sign up using promo code Beyond for 20 days free. And I mean, this is one of the guys that's going to be leading Beyond Wrestling into 2018, even coming up short with Matt Riddle. It really could have gone either way a few times. And to me, that's what it's all about. That's what I like to see out of a good fight. None of the shenanigans, none of this posing. Show your opponent a sign of respect like a man.
Yeah, that's a little more like it in comparison to the absolute chaos we've been seeing for the majority of this event here tonight. Really nice show of sportsmanship between both guys, and that's what we want to see. And hopefully that continues.